Hello, this is Mike McCloy with Twin Harbor Web Solutions, and in this brief tutorial I'm going to show you how you can use file libraries in your Waypoint site to share files with your website visitors. We're already logged into our demo site here. As you see, we have the Waypoint bar at the bottom. We'll click Site Admin to jump over to the admin and create a file library. What we're going to do is mouse over Content and drop down to File Libraries here. And this is going to give you a list of all the libraries in your site. It's a new site, so we don't have any yet. So let's click Add on the top right to create a new one. And we'll just call this Sample Files, give it a name here. And this checkbox right here is secure. You'll see when I check it, it turns on some additional features. We're not going to use this now, but just a quick overview of what it does is if you want to put files on your website that are protected and only website members, people with an account, can get to those files, you can check this box and select choose these options and set up this particular file library to choose exactly who can and who cannot access these files. You can choose to give all your site members access, all your site members read access, or you can do individual users, or you can actually set up groups and organize people that way. In this case, though, we want to allow everybody to get to them, so we're going to not check that, and we'll click Save Changes. And now we've got a new file library ready to go, and we can put some files in. So we'll click Select Files here on the right, and we just have a couple of sample files, some PDFs and stuff that we want to put in this library for testing for the demo. And we're going to select some files. Now you can select more than one, and in order to do that, you can hold the Shift key on your keyboard. First click the first one, hold the Shift key, and click the last one, and you'll see how it highlights all of them. You can also hold the Control key on Windows, or if you're on a Mac, it's the Command key. And you can toggle, so I can turn, as you see, I'm holding the Command key, I can turn anyone's on and off. So I'll select them all so we can put them all in. When we click Open, it's going to immediately start uploading them to the server, and you see the progress is going right here. Some of them actually take a little longer, so you see a little progress bar go. And now they're all up there. So they're on our site, well they're on our server on the site, but the next step is to actually put them on a page so people can get to them. Before we do that, there is a button here for reordering files, and you can put files in any order you want them to be. So you can complete manual control. Just drag and drop, and then click Save. And now we're going to head back to a website and display these on a page. And there's two ways to display them on a page, and I'm going to show you both those methods right now. We're going to click Edit Page, put this page into edit mode, and we have a rich text editor widget right here, so let's just do that method first. We'll click the gear to edit it, and we might want to put some information here, download our files, and let's put a link to a couple of them. If you want to put files or links to your files one at a time and have a little more control over it, this is the way to do it. This button right here is Add File from a file library. When you click that, it's going to give you a list of all the file libraries you have in your site. In this case, just the one. We'll click on that. And here's all the files that are in that file library. So let's say we want to make a link to this PDF file we have right here. We'll click that, and it inserts a link to it right there. We can do another one, same way. Click that, and just choose another file. Here we have a Word document, and there you have it. We'll click Save, and it saves our changes. And you'll see if we click on one of these files, it opens up our downloads and opens up the document file. So depending on how your computer's configured, it might actually open Word directly, but that's up to the client browser. So that's the first way to do it. Again, one at a time. The other way, we're going to add a widget. There is a widget here called the File Library Display widget. And what that's going to allow you to do is display the entire contents of the file library on your page. We'll add it to the page. We'll click the gear here to set it up. You're going to get a choice of file libraries. In this case, we just have the one, so there it is. If you have multiple, you'll choose the corresponding, the one you want to display. Item template, we just have the one template here, but depending on how your site's configured, you may have some extras. And images per page is a built-in paging feature, so if you don't want to display too many at once, you can choose how many per page. We only have 4, so that's not really going to apply here, and that's okay. We'll click Save. And when your page is in edit mode, you get this link to manage the file library. That's just a quick link to go add more files. But you'll notice that goes away when we go back to view mode. So that's not, the public generally won't see that. And what this does is it automatically displays all the items in the file library. So when you're using this widget, If you go back to the admin area and add more files, so let's go to that actually really quick. We'll click Site Admin. And here we are in the file library. Let's just add another file real quick. I'll just add a picture file from one of these. Open. And I've added another file. Now if we go back to our web page, you'll see that this widget has updated itself to include this new file that I just added, whereas these, when you have manual control, don't. So that's just a little background on how those work. And that's how you use file libraries in Waypoint. Thanks for watching.